Okay.
Yeah, like this is so perfect.
Hi, my name's Tyler Payne, and I'm a history major and a pre-law minor at the University of the Pacific. This summer, I've had the incredible opportunity to work with a social enterprise which is changing the way we think about education. I owe this opportunity to the Global Center for Social Entrepreneurship's Ambassador Corps program. My placement was the Maharishi Institute in downtown Johannesburg. What they're doing is providing consciousness-based education affordably to students so that they can earn their BBA. My experience here at the Maharishi Institute has been phenomenal. I've been working as an English teacher, but I've been doing much more. Some of the projects that I've taken on are assisting students at the call center, assisting the students to develop a debate team, working in admissions, and bringing the students on field trips like a soccer game and to a local art gallery. The mission of the Maharishi Institute is to provide consciousness-based education affordably to students here in Africa. The way that they've been doing this is by setting up socially innovative solutions to the funding issue. It's a private institution where the students run the building. They take care of the maintenance. They are also working with a call center, Invincible Outsourcing, which is going to propel the university to sustainability. Information's at a premium. And what the Maharishi Institute is trying to do is to bring it to the students, to bring it to the community, and let them empower themselves to fix the social problems that exist here. This summer has been outstanding. Working with the Maharishi Institute in Johannesburg was one of the most broadening experiences of my life. I've been seeing how the concepts that we discussed at the Global Center are implemented in Africa and around the world. The education that the students at MI are receiving will allow them so many opportunities. These opportunities will improve not just an individual's quality of life, but are part of raising a community out of poverty. I've witnessed the social ills of South Africa firsthand. The problem will remain after the World Cup excitement dies down, and they'll be here long after I leave South Africa. However, the students will also remain. It's the students I worked with who are the change makers. They are being given the tools they need to solve issues like crime, corruption, and ignorance. These problems stem from poverty and lack of education. A generation of people were deprived of leadership experiences during apartheid. A big part of what we're doing at MI is providing young people with early opportunities to lead, so that when they get to government or the corporate world, they'll understand the responsibility that comes with that role. We understand that many of our students don't have the means, they don't have the resources to spend an entire day in the class. They need to be out there earning. And so our solution is Invincible Outsourcing. And what we're doing is we're giving the students a job in the building. It's going to mesh with their school, and it's experiential learning. And so they're getting an opportunity to put what they've learned into action, to work in an international market. And it's not going to distract from their studies. But what it is going to do is it's going to fund the university so it can continue, and it's going to put money in their pockets so that they can go home with money for a meal and transportation money. Transportation is our biggest issue. The trouble is that students have issues getting from Soweto to downtown. They have trouble getting from Alexandria and the other townships to downtown, but they want to be here. And that's so evident, it's so apparent in the classroom. When I'm teaching and when we're meeting in admissions, you can see what a thirst for knowledge, how much passion these students have, because they realize that this education could change the course of their lives. And hopefully, if enough students are educated, it'll change the course of Africa. It's been an incredible learning opportunity for me to work in a nonprofit where there isn't always a structure. It's not a 9 to 5 with a set list of things to do. I had to come up with projects, and some of the projects that I came up with worked better than others. We had an art program where we all walked down to a local art gallery where the docent and the artist explained to some of the students just what the project was about. Many students didn't come because they didn't have funding, and that was hard for me to initially accept and to wrap my mind around. The bus fare was prohibitive. Another issue we had was a soccer match. With all this World Cup excitement, soccer was like the hit thing, and everyone wanted to go play. And so a group of students, including myself, went and we faced another university, but the outcome wasn't so good. And what I realized was our students are brilliant individual players, but they never get a chance to work as a team on the turf because we don't have these facilities. So there's certainly deficits, but we're working around them, and we're being thrifty and seeing what we can do to overcome. Another one of the programs which I've been working on while I was here is a debate team. And the debate team has been such a rewarding experience because it's going to continue after I leave. And that was really something that was important to me, something that I was looking for. The students meet every Friday at 1 o'clock and they generate their own topics. Usually we have 4-on-4 debates, and they're moderated by students. Oftentimes their friends will show up just to watch. And working with the group of debate students has been the most fulfilling experience that I've had here. All we're trying to do is polish. All we're trying to give them is an opportunity, a venue, and the means to do so, because these students are stars. And that's what I've really learned while I was out here at Maharishi Institute. These students are stars. I'll be sad to go. When it comes time, I'll be sad to go. I learned a lot from the students. My official position was a teacher. I was teaching an English class. But every day I learned something new. And so we're all students. We're all students. Thanks. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank everyone from the Global Center. They put me in a place where I could really learn about myself, where I could help others who are in need, and where I could make an impact. I think that the work that I did here really made a difference. Even if it was just 1 or 2 students that were able to come with me to the art museum that day, they know that these resources are available, and they'll continue to look for opportunities. If it was only teaching grammar to a few students in the front row, that's something. And if it was only just having one fun day on the turf and just playing with students who had never met somebody from the United States, it was worth it. So thank you to Spencer, thank you to Jerry, thank you to Margaret for reading the emails and to putting it all together. I'd like to thank everybody on the board. I'd like to thank everybody that supports the program, and I'd like to thank all the students who show up to meetings and make them great. I've learned so much out here about what we talk about. It's not just the meetings, and it's not just the class or the readings that we do. It's real. I saw how valuable education was, and it made me thankful for the education that I've had. The experiences here really wake you up. It wakes you up on an emotional level to be blessed with so much, to take the beauty of our campus, the resources we're exposed to. It's very luxurious to have an education and to be able to worry about nothing else but your grades. So many of these students come here, they have the test on Friday, but they're worried about how they're going to make it on Thursday because they don't have money for the train. And that's something that really woke me up. I feel really happy because what we're doing here is we're coming up with solutions for them. We're not just accepting the status quo, we're changing it. So these students might not have money for the bus, but in the next year, they're going to be working at the call center. They're going to have money for the bus, and they're going to be earning revenue, which will allow us to bring in more students. More students with these opportunities is only going to be a good thing. It's only going to be a good thing. I hope that this organization really blossoms. You know, some of the students, they still need to work with their grammar. They still need to work with their math. And this building, it still needs work. We still haven't finished renovating the building. We don't have the computers we need, but we're working towards it. And everybody's working towards it together. Like, that's what's great about MI, is when I came here, I joined a family. And I hope that Pacific can continue this relationship with Maharishi Institute, and that we can really mesh the close-knit, supportive atmospheres that we've had. And not just the close-knit, like the driven and the motivated people, because they're making a change over here, and there's so many people thirsty to help out. I hope that we can build on this. Thanks for letting me be here.
Stand by me.